I am Jasmine Cacho, bringing you today's burning issues and the hottest news here on News Force.
Here are today's headlines. DSWD and DILG to sign agreement on cash aid distribution for indigent students. Magnitude 4.1 earthquake jolts Batangas. Nearly third of 5.3 trillion pesos budget to pay for country's debts. COMELEC 70% ready for Barangay SK election despite lawmakers' call for postponement. Facebook bans major US anti-vaccination group. Philippine spikers battle tough against China squad. Fair and balanced news. Comprehensive reports that will take you to the heart of the action. This is News Force.
For today's top story, amid the rainfall advisory from the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration or PAGASA in Metro Manila, schools continue day 2 of face-to-face classes. Barangay officials in Tondo, Manila is also ready should they need to evacuate residents living in shoreline. Here's Jerry Rodriguez for the full details.
We are here today in Isla Puting Bato in Tondo, Manila, wherein barangay officials are already preparing and monitoring the situation due to scattered rain showers experiencing in Metro Manila. As Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration or PAGASA raised rainfall advisory in Metro Manila due to trough or the extension of Typhoon Florita, barangay officials in Isla Puting Bato in Tondo, Manila said that they are prepared should they need to evacuate residents living in shoreline if PAGASA declare typhoon signal number in Metro Manila. Kagawad Freddy Amistoso said in an interview that they have prepared the evacuation site and have worked with DSWD for the aid needed.
Pero kung sakaling mangyayari po sa ngayon, nakahanda naman po yung Dilpan Evacuation Center. Maluwag naman po yan hanggang 4th floor. Magkakasya po yan kasi dito naman po, hindi rin naman lahat lumilikas kahit anong lakas ng bagyo. Hindi naman po talaga lumilikas. Ang kadalasan lang pinalilikas namin, mga kabataan at saka mga bata.
He added that they have already advised fishermen not to sail for their safety should the rain tightens.
Actually, simula kahapon, may nakita ako na mangilan-ngilan lang, pero talagang sinabihan na namin sila na bawal ng lumaot.
Meanwhile, parents were seen outside of school in Tondo, Manila, waiting under the rain for their children's class dismissal. One parent said in an interview, despite difficulties that heavy rainfall brought, they would still prefer sending their children for a face-to-face classes.
Masaya naman po kasi face-to-face na po kasi marami na po matutunan ngayon ng mga bata. Di katulad po dati yung online, mas mahirap po sa amin kasi at tulad ko po nagtatrabaho, tuloy po face-to-face para sa bata, para matuto din po sila.
Amid heavy rainfall, face-to-face classes continue and parents are still happy that their children are now back in school. For Golden Nation Network, this is Jerry Rodriguez.
In order to coordinate their efforts regarding the provision of financial help for impoverished students, the Department of Social Welfare and Development or DSWD and the Department of Interior and Local Government or DILG will sign a memorandum of agreement. JC Ogaire has the full details.
The Department of Social Welfare and Development or DSWD and the Department of Interior and Local Government or DILG will sign a Memorandum of Agreement or MOA to coordinate their efforts with regards to the distribution of cash aids for indigent students. Following the debacle at the DSWD Central Office and Provincial Offices last Saturday, when people flocked there in droves hoping to receive the educational help, Social Welfare Secretary Erwin Tulfo announced that local government agencies will be in charge of overseeing the regional offices, security and screening procedures, as well as the payouts. The head of DSWD assured that the organization will have enough staff to distribute relief, noting that the staff from regional office and satellite offices, as well as those involved in the 4-piece program, will be used. According to Secretary Tulfo, even those handling the 4-piece will help so that they will have enough manpower. Secretary Tulfo added that the LGU's role is to identify where the payout will be and to provide security and screening. LGUs will be the ones to handle the cash distribution to students. For Golden Nation Network, this is JC Ogaire.
Additionally, as the first day of face-to-face classes returned on Monday, Metro Rail Transit Line 3 or MRT3 distributed Balik Eskwela kits consisting of face masks, alcohol, tissues, and ballpens to students riding its trains. According to MRT3 management, the kits were given away as a small way of showing their support for the youth on the opening of classes. Kits were distributed at 7 a.m. at the stations of North Avenue, Cubao, Shaw Boulevard, Ayala, and Taft Avenue. More kits will be distributed until Friday, August 26. The Department of Health or DOH announced the detection of the fourth confirmed case of monkeypox in the country, with 14 close contacts identified so far. According to DOH, contact tracing and intense case inquiry are still ongoing. The other 6 contact specifics are still being confirmed. DOH advises the public to avoid close, sustained physical contact with suspected cases, especially those with rashes or skin lesions, as well as to keep hands clean, wear face masks, cover coughs using the elbow, and choose areas with good airflow. For COVID updates, the Department of Health or DOH reported 3,077 newly recorded COVID-19 cases on August 22 and a total of 33,774 active coronavirus infections. The nationwide COVID-19 positivity rate in the country is currently at 13.9%, lower than the 16.2% recorded in the previous day. 29 new deaths were also reported, raising the total number of people in the country who succumbed to the disease to 61,386. Regions and provinces with the most number of infections are National Capital Region, Cavite, Laguna, Cebu, Rizal, and Bulacan. Onto a separate report, the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology or PHIVOLCS recorded an earthquake in Batangas earlier this morning. Here's Jerish Rodriguez for the full story.
Philippine Institute of Seismology and Volcanology or PHIVOLCS reported on Monday night a magnitude 4.2 earthquake in Batangas. The epicenter was located 4 kilometers northeast of Tingloy, Batangas. The aftershock was tectonic in origin and recorded at 10:59 p.m. with a depth of 11 kilometers. PHIVOLCS said that this earthquake was not expected to cause damage or aftershock. The following are the recorded intensities. Intensity 3 in Tagaytay City, Malvar, Batangas. Intensity 2 in Tanuan City, Batangas. Meanwhile, the following areas were also recorded from instrumental intensities. Intensities 3 in Batangas City, Batangas, Intensity 2 in Tagaytay City, Calapan City, Oriental, Mindoro, and Intensity 1 in Calatagan, Batangas, Magallanes, Cavite, San Pablo, Laguna, Pinamalayan, Oriental, Mindoro. In relation to this, Taal volcano is still in alert level 1. According to PHIVOLCS, there were 16 volcanic earthquakes reported within 24 hours. Entering into Taal Volcano Island and boating in Taal Lake is still not allowed. For Golden Nation Network, this is Jerish Rodriguez.
For weather updates, according to Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration or PAGASA, the center of severe tropical storm Florita was estimated based on all available data at 115 km east of Casiguran, Aurora, with maximum sustained winds of 95 km per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 115 km per hour. It is moving north-northwestward at 10 km per hour. Areas under Tropical Cyclone Signal Number 1 include Batanes, the rest of Nueva Vizcaya, the rest of Benguet, La Union, Pangasinan, the eastern portion of Tarlac, the eastern portion of Bulacan, the eastern portion of Rizal, the northern portion of Quezon including Polillo Islands, the northern portion of Laguna and Camarines Norte. Meanwhile, areas under Signal Number 2 include the rest of mainland Cagayan, the rest of Babuyan Islands, the rest of Isabela, Quirino, the northern and eastern portion of Nueva Vizcaya, Apayao, Abra, Kalinga, Mountain Province, Ifugao, the northern portion of Benguet, Ilocos Norte, Ilocos Sur, and the northern portion of Aurora. Areas under Signal Number 3 are the southern portion of Babuyan Islands, the northern and eastern portion of mainland Cagayan, and the eastern portion of Isabela. With this, President Bongbong Marcos suspends government work and classes in all levels at public schools in NCR, Cavite, Laguna, Rizal, Bulacan, Zambales, and Bataan from August 23 to 24. Agencies whose duty include providing basic and health services, disaster preparedness or response, and other vital services must continue to operate and provide the necessary services. Private firms, offices, and schools may suspend operations at the discretion of their respective heads. Class suspension in all levels for both public and private schools are declared in Marikina City, Valenzuela City, Metro Manila, Pasig City, Pasay City, and Pasay City. Classes of kinder to senior high school are also suspended in Quezon City. Coming up next on News Sports. Senior pension hike excluded in proposed 2023 national budget. President Marcos Jr. swears in new Sugar Regulatory Administration or SRA officials. Nearly a third of 5.3 trillion pesos budget to pay for country's debts. Stay tuned for more stories and reports when News 4 returns.